I'm John Batista. I'm one of the senior designers on Killer Instinct, and we're here to talk about Glacius. He's gone through a little bit of a visual revamping in a way. We actually tried to update his style to kind of like rationalize some of his powers and such. So we're doing that by saying that it's his suit that's allowing him to do all these big and cool and crazy moves and such. So he's actually able to use the suit to kind of lower his weight, so he kind of has like a floaty jump, and he can actually use it to create these ice constructs, so you can use it to attack his opponent. It actually builds straight into the way he actually plays as well. Glacius is actually a zoning style character, and that actually created a very interesting conundrum for us, because we had to figure out how we could actually fit a ranged or zoning style character into Killer Instinct, but still maintain, the identity of Killer Instinct. Because, as you know, like Killer Instinct is all about the combos. So, having a zoning style character doesn't really feed into that. So we had to figure out a ways to give a character, that same keep away, but once you actually get into it, like to actually bring him into the combos. We actually accomplished that by giving him his unique combo mechanic, which are ranged doubles. And a ranged double is pretty much, he can actually do a special move from range, and if he actually makes contact with it, he could, again, like in any other character, hit light, medium, or heavy, and he'll actually do a range or a double attack from ranged, and he can actually do full combos using this. Since he's a ranged character, we wanted to fill that our archetype. We had to go through his existing moves from the previous Killer Instincts and try to see which one of those moves actually fit his playstyle moving forward. And from that, we had the ice pick, which was his old anti-air. We selected the cold shoulder, which allowed him to get in close once you actually pull the character close enough. We also had the puddle punch, which we're switching up the style just a little bit, because we made it more of a defensive, like kind of a get off me move. And then also we have his ice lance, which is pretty much his bread and butter for just poking and keeping the character away. And we added a new move as well, which we're calling the shatter, which is an ability where he can actually create a damage volume up at different points in the screen. And he can use it to control space and to create, like set up traps and so on and so forth. And again, each time he hits with any of these moves, he can actually go into combo no matter where he is on screen. So the hail itself is a great tool for Glacius. It's something that you want to set up. It's not something that you could just throw on reaction and get certain things. But it covers a bunch of different roles. Like you could use it to lock an opponent down, especially at range. You can use it to keep some of your moves safe. Like if you throw like a light or medium, you can actually follow it up with a cold shoulder, and if they actually block, the hail can actually follow in and actually make the move safe. Also, the heavy version of it is great for battling for full screen like fireball fights as well. And it's surprisingly enough, it's actually really good as an anti-air, especially if you got somebody that likes to cross people up a lot. Like the shadow hail is amazing for shutting that down, and it's also really good for combos, like you can see. So shatter, just so you guys know, is actually, it is an unblockable move. So it actually feeds right into, like I said, his zoning and his the traps that he could set up. There had been some initial concerns with having an unblockable move in the game and such, but we've actually managed to hit a nice balance with it. So your opponent can actually jump out of the way. It doesn't hit characters that are in jump start. And also, if you're currently in block stun and the move hits you, you could still actually block at that point. So that's one of the initial steps we took towards actually balancing the move. And we're still open to balancing, given that it's a pretty strong move, but it does take a certain amount of skill to fully utilize, because there's a 27 frame startup on it and such. So it's something that players have to get used to. Shatter pretty much is one of the best utilities you can use for starting combos at range. Hail you're going to use as your kind of utility move to lock people down or set up traps. Cold Shoulder is a great move to stuff things that are incoming, and also to just close distance. The Puddle Punch is actually a fan favorite. Is great for anti-air. It's great for if you got somebody that's hardcore pressuring you to get them off you and really stuff their move. And also it's really fun for comboing as well and stuff for especially juggles. With the other archetypes that we have got, we've got Jago, who's our balance character. We've got Saberwolf, who's our rushdown character. Glacius is our zoning character, but he's also a little bit technical and stuff. So he's not like, you could still pick up and play him, and you could still have fun with him and stuff like that. But to really get the most out of it, you're gonna have to spend some time in learning all the nuances, because he can be pretty tricky, but he's also really fun. He is a Zoni style character, but he has enough tools that you can actually still, like, if you are tricky and you use like his hail well, use his shatter and stuff like that, you can actually play him rushdown as well. Like I've actually seen people play hardcore rushdown with Glacius, especially when you actually start utilizing his instinct mode, which is he actually gains super armor, and that creates some incredible opportunities for him that would normally not be available to him. It was a really big challenge to fit this type of archetype, and have it mesh well with the KI system and stuff. And it was a really big challenge, but it was really exciting to get in there and rework things so it fit and it meshed, and it's really fun.